Hello, English learners. Welcome back to the Everyday Fluent English Podcast, your cozy place to learn real-life English step by step. I am Olivia Parker.
And I am Ben Turner.
We are very happy to have you with us today.
Today's episode is about English conversation at a restaurant.
This is very important English for your daily life.
Yes, because many people feel nervous when they need to speak English in a restaurant.
They know some words, but they do not feel confident.
So today we will make it very simple for you.
We will go slowly and learn step by step.
And we will use very easy English so you can understand everything.
So just relax and listen carefully.
Let's start.
Imagine you are walking into a restaurant in the evening.
The place is clean and someone comes to welcome you.
This is the first step, greeting and entering a restaurant in English.
The staff says hello or good evening.
And you reply in a simple and polite way.
You can say hello or good evening.
This is very easy, but very important English in real life.
Now the staff asks, how many people?
And you answer 2 people, please, or 3 people, please.
If you have a reservation, you can say, I have a reservation.
If you do not have a reservation, you can say, we do not have a reservation.
Then you can ask for a table.
You can say, can we have a table for 2, please?
Or simply, table for 2, please.
This is natural and polite English.
The staff takes you to your table.
And you say, thank you.
Now you are sitting at the table and looking around the restaurant.
This is the moment where you move to the next step, asking for the menu.
When you want to see the menu, you can say, can I see the menu, please?
Or you can say, do you have a menu, please?
Both are correct and commonly used in real life.
The staff gives you the menu.
And you say thank you.
Now you start looking at the menu and thinking about what to order.
You take your time and try to understand the options.
These are the first 2 important steps in a restaurant conversation.
Greeting and entering and asking for the menu.
If you can do these 2 steps, you are already using real English in a real situation.
Now, let's continue slowly and move to the next important part of the restaurant conversation.
This is where you start choosing your food and talking with the waiter.
Yes, this is ordering food and asking about the food.
Imagine you are still sitting at the table with the menu in your hand.
You have looked at the menu and now you are ready to order.
When you want to order food, there are some very natural English sentences you can use.
The first one is, I would like to order.
For example, I would like to order chicken rice.
This is a very polite and clear way to order food.
Another common sentence is, I will have.
For example, I will have a burger and fries.
This is short, natural, and very commonly used in real restaurants.
You can also say, can I get?
For example, can I get a pizza, please?
All of these are correct and easy English.
Now imagine the waiter is listening to your order carefully.
After you order, you may want to ask about the food.
This is also very important in real life.
You can ask, what do you recommend?
This is useful when you are not sure what to eat.
The waiter may suggest a popular dish.
Another useful question is this spicy?
This is important if you do not like spicy food.
You can also ask, what ingredients are in this?
This helps you understand the food before you order.
These simple questions make your English sound natural and confident.
You do not need difficult grammar.
Just simple, clear sentences are enough.
Now, imagine the conversation continues in the restaurant.
You are ordering your food step by step.
And you are asking small questions when needed.
This is real-life English in action.
And the more you practice these sentences, the more confident you will feel.
Ordering food is not difficult when you know those basic lines.
Just remember, speak slowly and clearly.
And do not be afraid of mistakes.
Because practice is the most important part of learning English.
Now you can easily order food and ask simple questions in a restaurant.
And this is a big step in your English speaking journey.
Now imagine your order is already placed and you are waiting for your food.
While waiting, there are still some very useful things you can say in a restaurant.
Sometimes the waiter may come and ask about your preferences again.
Or you may want to add something extra to your order.
This is where special requests become very useful in real-life English.
For example, if you do not like spicy food, you can say, "No spicy, please."
Or you can say, "Less spicy, please."
Both are simple and polite ways to change your food taste.
If you do not want onion, you can say, "No onion, please."
And if you do not want garlic, you can say, "No garlic, please."
These small sentences are very common in real restaurant situations.
And they help you feel more comfortable with your food.
Sometimes you may feel hungry and want your food faster.
In that case, you can say, "Can you make it quick, please?"
This is polite and clear English.
Now let's move to another important part of restaurant English, drinks ordering.
While waiting or after ordering food, you may want something to drink.
You can simply say, "Can I get some water, please?"
Or you can say, "I would like water, please."
If you want juice, you can say, "I will have juice, please."
And if you want a soft drink, you can say, "I will have a soft drink, please."
These are very natural sentences used in daily life.
Now imagine your food is ready and you are enjoying your meal.
After eating or even before finishing, you may think about the bill.
This is another very important real-life situation.
You can ask, "How much is it?"
This is a simple and direct question.
When you are ready to pay, you can say, "Can I have the bill, please?"
This is the most common way to ask for payment in a restaurant.
Sometimes you may also want to know about extra charges.
In that case, you can ask, "Is service included?"
All of these sentences are very useful for everyday English speaking,
They help you handle real situations without stress.
and they make your English sound more natural and confident in real life.
Now let's continue slowly and move to the next important part of the restaurant conversation.
Yes. Now we're going to learn how to pay the bill and finish the conversation politely.
Imagine you have finished your meal and you are ready to pay.
This is a very common real-life situation in a restaurant.
When you want to pay, you can ask in a simple way.
You can say, "Can I have the bill, please?"
This is the most polite and natural way to ask for the bill.
After that, the waiter will bring your bill to the table.
Now comes another important part. Payment.
In many restaurants, you can pay by cash or card.
If you want to pay by cash, you can say, "I'll pay in cash."
If you want to pay by card, you can say, "I'll pay by card."
Both are very simple and commonly used sentences.
After paying, sometimes people say a polite line.
Yes. Keep the change.
This means you do not want the small extra money back.
Now let's move to another important part of real-life English. Polite expressions.
These are very small words, but very powerful in conversation.
The first one is please.
We use please when we ask something politely.
For example, where "Can I have water, please?"
The next one is thank you.
We say thank you when someone helps us.
The next one is excuse me.
We use excuse me when we want attention or want to pass someone.
And the last one is you're welcome,
We say you're welcome when someone thanks us.
These small expressions are very important in daily English.
Now let's imagine the final moment in the restaurant.
You have finished eating, paid the bill, and you are ready to leave.
At this moment, you can say some polite closing sentences.
You can say everything was great.
This shows you enjoyed the food and service.
You can also say have a nice day.
This is a very polite way to leave.
And finally, you can say goodbye.
These simple sentences help you end a conversation politely in English. Now, let's take a final moment and connect everything we learned today.
Yes, because when you go to a restaurant in real life, all these words and steps work together naturally.
From the moment you enter the restaurant, you start with greeting.
Greeting means saying hello or good evening in a polite way.
Then comes entering, when you walk inside and take your table.
After that, you may use reservation if you have already booked a table before.
Reservation makes your experience easier because your table is already ready.
Then you start thinking about your preferences.
Preferences means your personal choice, like spicy or non-spicy food, or your favorite drink.
When you look at the menu, you may also think about ingredients.
Ingredients are the things used to make the food, like chicken, rice, vegetables, or spices.
And when you're not sure what to order, you can ask for a recommendation.
Recommend means asking someone to suggest a good dish for you.
Throughout the conversation, it is very important to stay polite.
Polite means using respectful and kind language, like please, thank you, and excuse me.
And yes, one important word we learn is spicy.
Spicy means food that has a hot or strong chili taste.
So you can always adjust your order based on your taste.
Now imagine all these steps coming together in a real restaurant situation.
You enter, you greet, you sit, you check the menu, you order food, and you enjoy your meal.
Everything becomes simple when you know the right words and phrases.
And the most important thing is practice.
The more you listen and repeat, the more natural your English will become.
Do not worry about mistakes. Just keep speaking slowly and confidently.
And always remember, small steps every day lead to big improvement.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Everyday Fluent English Podcast.
We are really happy to have you with us on this learning journey.
Keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode.